Stop scrolling. What if I told you you're leaving money on the table every single time you dash? And no, I'm not talking about chasing peak pays or gambling on hidden tips. I'm talking about a handful of settings and menus buried inside the Dasher app that the top earning drivers use every day. These aren't hacks. They are features that DoorDash literally built into the system that most drivers don't even know about. For every minute you spend frustrated with garbage orders or a tricky delivery, there's probably a feature you could have used to avoid the headaches in the first place. Today, we are pulling back the curtain. I am going to show you step by step features that give you more control, less stress, and actually put more money in your pocket. Stick with me because number 5 is a lifesaver for dealing with slow restaurants. And number 9 could honestly save your insanity when it comes to your ratings. Number 1, mastering your order preferences. Let's start with the most basic way to control your dash, filtering the orders you get in the first place. This is one of my favorites. Are you sick of some of these massive grocery orders that take you way too long to shop, like an hour, when you just want to do quick restaurant pickups? Or maybe you might not be comfortable handling alcohol deliveries. You don't have to just keep declining them and watch your acceptance rates go further down and suffer. Deep in your app's menu, under Account, you have toggles for order preferences. If you are in an order, you go to the lines on the top left, you will find them there as well. Here you can opt out of certain orders like shop and delivers, alcohol, and even cash on delivery, if that's not your thing. By simply toggling these off, you start curating the kind of work and orders that you actually want to do. Now, you have to be strategic. Turning off shop and delivers might mean you miss some of the high paying orders, especially during slow daytime hours. But it also means you won't get stuck in a supermarket for an hour to an hour and a half for possibly a $10 order. You have to outweigh your options. The real power here is the flexibility. You can flip these preferences on and off depending on your game plan for the day. Working the dinner rush, maybe turn off shopping orders to focus on the fast restaurant turnover. Slow Tuesday morning, maybe turn them all on and see what happens. This isn't just about turning things off, it's about shaping your workflow to match your goals on the DoorDash app. It's the first step of taking back control from the algorithm. Second one, pre-arrival intel, the customer details tab. How many times have you pulled up a massive, confusing apartment complex with no gate code and a customer who has gone completely radio silent or like really crazy leave at door notes, or picked up an order with dozens of drinks and no carrier? Most of the stress, honestly, is avoidable sometimes with a one simple step that 90% of the dashers skip. The second you accept an order, before you even go into the restaurant, you have access to tons of information by clicking the top left-hand lines on top. If you tap that menu, you'll see a customer tab, and this screen is your mission briefing. It shows all the customer's full address and any specific drop-off instructions they have left, or whether it's a hand it to me or a leave at door delivery. Reading this before you actually go into the restaurant and get your food is key. If the instructions say, I'm in building 14, gate code is 1234, please don't knock, baby is sleeping, you're now prepared. You're not frantically texting the customer while you're driving or holding up lines of cars. If you see an order for a hospital or a huge office building, you can mentally prepare for more complex drop-offs. Or if it's really bad, you can cancel the order. This tiny habit of checking customer details right away takes you from being a reactive driver to a proactive one. It saves time, cuts down frustrations, and leads to smoother, faster deliveries, which means you can get to the next profitable order that much quicker. Okay, number 3, your best friend, pause order button. It's amazing. Picture this. You just accepted a great high-paying order, but you know the restaurant is a nightmare on Friday nights, and you're already dreading the flood of garbage add-on orders DoorDash is about to send you while you're stuck waiting at this restaurant. Be honest, how many of you has that happened to? This is where the most underused tool in the entire app comes in, the pause button. What you do is you go to the top lines again on the top left-hand corner, and then you go to pause dash. Tapping this lets you temporarily stop getting new order requests for up to 35 minutes, even after delivery, all without ending your dash. This isn't the same as declining orders. It is very strategic timeout that doesn't mess with any of your stats. Its usefulness is all about how to use it. Use it when you're heading to a restaurant you know has a wait. Pause your dash right before you go in. This stops you from being distracted by some of the bad offers they're going to try to add on while you're trying to figure out the pickup. Use it after a really stressful drop off to just give yourself a couple minutes to breathe and reset. Need to get gas? Pause. Instead of frantically declining orders, just hit pause. This little button is your shield against the nonstop pressure of the algorithm trying to send you orders. It puts you back in charge and letting you control the pace and only engage when you're actively ready for your next order. Number 5, the backup plan, your digital red card. Let's be real. The physical red card can definitely be a pain in the butt and liability. It's one more thing to lose, forget, or have to decline at the worst possible time. Imagine being at the checkout for a huge grocery order only to realize your wallet is just sitting on the counter with your red card. For most, that's have to cancel the order or use your own card. Never do that. And a massive waste of time. It doesn't have to be. DoorDash now has the digital red card feature, and it works as a full-time backup and definitely more convenient. You can set this up in the red card section of the app by linking it to your phone's digital wallet like Apple Pay or Google Pay. This means even if you don't have your physical card, you can still pay for the shop and deliver orders only using your phone. This feature is a no-brainer. You should set it up before you ever have a problem. Think of it as free insurance for a key piece of your gear. It makes sure a simple mistake like leaving your card in another pair of hands so you don't have it doesn't ruin your whole day and also cost you money. In an app where time is literally money, any feature that prevents downtime is a feature that protects your income. Seriously, go into your app after this video, find the red card section, and turn on your digital card. You'll thank yourself later. All right, we're halfway through and we've already covered some huge ones. If you've learned even one thing that's going to help you on your next dash, do me a favor and tap that like button. It tells YouTube that drivers find this stuff very valuable, and it helps the channel reach more dashers who are just trying to earn more. And if you want to stay on top of all the latest strategies, make sure you hit subscribe. We've got some of the best tips coming up next, so you don't want to miss them. Okay, number 6. Get the jump on bonuses, promotional push notification. Do you always find about peak pays after they've already started? Do you only notice an area is busy when the map turns a sad, faded shade of pink? If you're not getting real time alerts about bonuses, you're missing out on the easiest money DoorDash gives Dashers. They give it away. This isn't about just keeping your app open. It's about turning on specific settings. In your phone's main settings, go to the Dasher app permissions and make sure that the promotional push notifications are enabled. This is a separate thing from the standard order notifications. When this is on, the app will ping you the moment peak pay is announced for your zones or when an area gets crazy busy. This lets you be proactive instead of reactive. You could be at home and an alert pops up saying, hey, you have a $3 peak pay starting in 30 minutes if you go online or if you go to your zone. Now you have time to get ready, drive to that zone, be ready to go in seconds. The bonus kicks in. Hopefully you're scheduled. Without these notifications, you're basically flying blind and hoping you get lucky. By enabling this one little setting, you let the app do the scouting for you, feeding you the info you need to chase the biggest bonuses that DoorDash has to offer. Number 7, your safety net, SafeDash. DoorDash has been adding new safety features, and while they might not make you more money on an order, they are designed to protect you, which is way more important. Safety is always important. A lot of drivers don't even know this toolkit is in the app. Inside the app, there is a SafeDash section. This gives you a one-tap access to call ADT agent if you feel uneasy or to contact emergency service. You can also discreetly share your location with your emergency contacts, which gives you and your family some peace of mind, especially if you're dashing late at night. Number 8, making sense of your ratings. There is nothing more infuriating than getting a 1-star rating when you know you did everything right and you did nothing wrong. The restaurant took forever, or the customer gave you the wrong address, things that are completely out of your control. The food wasn't prepared correctly. This is where understanding exclude ratings can save you a ton of stress. If you go to your ratings tab, you'll see your overall customer rating. But look closer and you might see a note about excluded ratings. If you tap on it, it will show you how many ratings have been removed from your average and why. Here's the thing, DoorDash automatically gets rid of low ratings given for reasons that weren't your fault. This includes long restaurant waits, orders that were already late when you got them, and other system issues. You're going to want to go check this out. Number 9, the pro move, scheduling and zone management. Relying on the Dash Now button is one of the biggest rookie mistakes. When it's not busy and you don't have priority access, you can't work. When it is busy, you're fighting for orders with every other driver, including the ones who get priority, such as Platinum Dashers. The key to making consistent money is using the scheduling tab, or if you're already a Platinum driver, you can dash now whenever you want. One of the perks. Platinum Dashers, or those with early access, can schedule their dashes up to 6 days in advance. This guarantees you a spot on the road even when it's slow. It lets you plan your week and treat dashing like a real job instead of a game of chance. Inside the scheduling settings, you can also clean up your map. If you live near several different areas but only ever work in one or two, you can filter the others out or add ones in. This makes your screen cleaner, or it adds more, and it makes it easier to see promotions and time slots that you actually care about. Stop waiting for the map to turn red. Start your week by opening that scheduling tab. I would do it every day that it comes out and locking in your shifts. This kind of planning is what separates the amateurs from the DoorDash pros who hit their goals every week. The Dasher app is way more than just a button to accept orders. It's a control panel, and it's filled with features designed to make your life easier, safer, and more profitable. From customizing the orders you get to protecting yourself with a digital red card and SafeDash, these settings put the power back in your hands. You can use the pause button to manage your stress, change navigation to save time, and use the schedule to guarantee your income and your spot in DoorDash. The difference between a frustrating dash and a profitable one is often just knowing how to use the tools you've already have. So take time, explore the app, tap on every menu, check every setting, and start using these features today. Stop letting the app run your dash. It's time for you to be the boss. Earlier in this video, I talked about the pause button. I did a full breakdown of it in this video right here, and I'll see you over there.